What is up, guys? Sonduren Fanarredha here. Today we're going to be doing some suspension tuning on my 2008 Audi R8. Now I have my car jacked up right here beside me. We just came back from Garage Auto Sports, and from Bill, he did a full track assessment on this car, getting it ready for August 18th, where we're taking this to Mosport or Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. So if you haven't already joined us, make sure you subscribe to the channel, over 27,000 subscribers, and join me on that track day in Bowmanville, Ontario. It's gonna be very exciting. But that's why I wanted to do this video. I want to get the suspension in a great place to go ahead and make sure I get the road feel when I'm on the track. It's extremely important. So, finding that right balance of, comfort on the street versus the ability to have a track session, at a track like Bowmanville, which is a huge track, and I'm very excited for that. We want to make sure we get that road feel so you're actually fully communicating and understand what's happening with the car. I feel like today it's just a little bit too bouncy. It was mainly made for obviously street driving conditions, but now we're taking it on the track. I'm going to make those adjustments. If you haven't already followed me on this journey, I've taken out the magnetic suspension out of this car and replaced it with BC Racing Coilovers. So, I got the nice stance that I wanted, not so, high OEM, just a little bit lower, but also I have the ability to adjust the dampening and the softness and the rebound on this kit. So I'm gonna go ahead, firm it up just a little bit with the adjustable dials here, and go ahead and take it out for a spin and see if it's gone a little bit firmer, which is what I want before we head over to Mosport to take this out for a spin. So we have the wheel off, and you can see the BC Racing Coilover suspension here. Again, I installed this about, 2 years ago now. It still looks like it's in great shape, by the way, so I'm happy about that. You'll also notice at the very top of the hat, you're gonna see an H and an S, and that means hard and soft, and you'll see arrows there. On the left to go harder, on the right to go softer. So all I'm gonna do, and I've already pre-adjusted this when I bought the suspension and installed it. If you haven't seen that video, again, I'll make sure I link it in the card above. I'm gonna go 3 notches harder. I already put it 5 notches harder at some point, but now I'm gonna go 3 more notches harder. We're gonna take it out for a spin. We're gonna see how it feels and goes. But again, this is all I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna do this for all 4 corners of the car. So I'm just gonna go ahead, stick my hands in there. And again, I'm gonna feel out for the knob. I feel them with my fingers. I'm just gonna go 3 stops harder. 1, 2, 3. And that's that. So it's that simple to adjust these coilovers, which is really great, obviously. So I'm gonna do that on all 4 sides. Once I have that done, we're gonna go ahead, take it back on the road and see how it feels. 3 notches harder on top of the 5 notches originally, so 8 notches from stock on these BC Racing coilovers on the hardness setting. And it is a little bit more firm. Now, it's hard to completely tell. The truth is, you'll really notice when you get on the track, but I wanna set it up as best as I possibly can now before I actually get out there. And the great thing about these coilovers is that if I do need to adjust it when the time comes, really easy. I'm gonna have my jack stand there, I'm gonna bring it up, make those fine-tune adjustments. I don't actually even have to take off the wheels. I know I took off the wheels in this video, but you can actually just jack it up, get your hands in there, and just do the adjustments yourself with your hands. So very simple, really easy to adjust these things. And you obviously can tell they're in still great shape since I bought them. It's been a couple years now, and the suspension adjustment is honestly something that's really table stakes, I think, for any type of coilover. Making sure they have an easy adjustability in the suspension, it's pretty key. But right now, just taking it through these roads, I do feel the suspension's definitely more taut. I definitely feel a little bit stiffer suspension going over some of these bumps right there. But it does feel more planted. That's just after 3 notches going over harder, so I'm happy about that. And again, if you haven't already seen it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, 27,000 subscribers. And on August 18th, we will be at Mosport or Canadian Tire Motorsport Park in Bowmanville, Ontario. So if you're around and you can make it, feel free to come by. A bunch of my buddies and some other subscribers are also coming, and everyone's getting their cars kind of track prepped and ready for this. So this is what I'm doing here. And again, I think this was the right amount of suspension tuning. Yes, definitely much better, more planted on the road, less bumpy, less jump. this is what I wanted. Great part about this, by the way, is if you are looking to get your car track prepped and ready to go, I have a video with Bill from Garage Autosports. We went through the entire checklist on this 2008 Audi R8 and what you need to look for when going on the track. And this is the additional step of, if you have an adjustable suspension, how you can fine tune that suspension again. I think that's very important before you head to the track day. So really, that video, this video, that's all you really need to get your car ready for the track. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel again, over 27,000 subscribers. We're gonna be doing a lot more to this car coming up. We're gonna be taking it on the track. There's gonna be some other fun cars that we're gonna be racing against. And this is gonna be my first time taking this car on the track. It's been primarily a beauty queen, you know, garage queen, sitting in my garage, never winter driven, never track day used, but life is too short, you know? But this car is meant to be on a racetrack. So we're gonna take it on a racetrack. We're gonna see how it is, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.